Hi, everybody. So, you just listened to a narrative piece of writing called Owl Moon by Jane Yolen. When you listen to this piece of narrative writing, you listen to a story. It's something that had a beginning, a middle, and an end. And the author tells us about a single experience, and they use things that have happened in their own life or something that they've created, but they tell it as if it's happening to them. So it's a narrative. It has the beginning, the middle, and the end of whatever experience they're telling us about. So that's a narrative story. Um, when a story, when we're talking about stories, they have what is called a plot. And in the plot, you introduce your characters and setting, and then there's some kind of a problem, and then your characters figure out how to solve that problem. And then there's a conclusion. So this is what we call plot. Every narrative story, every fiction story has a plot. The characters are the people that are either telling the story or that the story is about. The setting is where the story takes place. And then in a narrative, especially in a narrative, authors like to use a lot of descriptive language, and they give us that by the characters telling us what it is that they're looking at or how they're feeling. And sometimes what they see or what they feel is given to us in what is called dialogue. And that's where your character is speaking. And we know that a character is speaking because they use what is called quotation marks. So you write a sentence, you put quotation marks at the beginning and the end, and then you know that your character has said those words out loud. So dialogue is one of the things that happens in a narrative story. On your piece of work here on Class Kick, you're actually going to be filling in some missing words in this T-chart about narrative versus informational texts. So I've given you all of your answers. Now it's your job to fill in the missing blanks. What are you looking for in a narrative piece of writing? How would you describe a narrative piece of writing? Those are the answers that you're going to be putting in. If you need to rewatch this video to hear it again, please feel free to do so.